Hello everyone, I'm Tristan McCart, and this is the Recount Run-Through, my YouTube channel that covers both personal tales and games of interest. With my intro out of the way, let's move on to the content. For today's video, we'll be running through Hollow Knight while I recount the Face Feast. Hollow Knight is a critically acclaimed action-adventure game developed by Team Cherry. Set in the eerie, insect-filled underground world of Hollow Nest, you play as a tiny, sword-wielding knight on a quest to uncover the mysteries of this ancient kingdom. With its hand-drawn visuals, atmospheric soundtrack, and intricate gameplay mechanics, Hollow Knight is a true masterpiece of the genre. As you explore the vast, interconnected world of Hollow Nest, you'll encounter challenging enemies, discover hidden secrets, and upgrade your abilities to become a more powerful warrior. But Hollow Knight is more than just a challenging action game. It's also a richly detailed world filled with unforgettable characters and lore. From the tragic tale of the Doomed Kingdom to the haunting melodies of the soundtrack, every aspect of Hollow Knight is crafted with care and attention to details. So whether you're a fan of action game, Metroidvanias, or simply appreciate stunning game design, Hollow Knight is a must-play. Immerse yourself in the haunting world of Hollow Nest and discover the secrets that lie within. Alright, the Face Feast. Well, this is kind of a morbid name, and it all started when I was 5. Now, I would usually take the bus home from school when I was 5, and I would be greeted with my mother waiting for me at the bus stop. And at this point, I was living in a trailer park. So, I got off the bus stop, and there was no one there. And I said, that's weird, but I know where I live. I can, just walk down there. I'm a strong little boy. I can make it. So I'm walking with this girl from my class, and we're just chit-chatting because we live in the same area. And I said, hey, look, there's a dog that I had pet the other day with its owner, and it's really friendly, and it was nice, and I got to pet it, and it was just cool, and we should go see it. And she said, I don't know, which I should have listened in retrospect. However, I said, no, we're cool. Let's go see this dog. And as soon as I got near it, it jumped up and just took a chunk out of my face. And so much for my friend, because she just takes off. Never saw her again after that. She was just gone. So, fighting for my life with this trailer park dog that's chained up. So I grab it around, 5-year-old self, mind you, grabs its muzzle, and then I grab its throat and squeeze as hard as I can. I don't know how I knew this, but it just survival instinct kicked in. And I just squeezed as hard as I could and just threw this dog down. Adrenaline's a heck of a drug, even for basically a toddler. And then after I throw the dog down, I just run. I run as fast as I can. And there's just blood streaming everywhere. Just absolutely everywhere. And apparently a neighbor of mine who I had spoken to once before, she's like, oh, honey, come here. What happened? I said, I got bit by a dog and I don't know what to do. So she takes me into her trailer and, gets me a wet washcloth, dab it, clean it out. It's good. And I stopped crying, surprisingly. I composed myself very quickly. And I said, hey, is it cool if I look at it? And she said, yeah, sure. And I just peel away the cloth, and I just see this crater in my face, and I just lose it all over again. She's like, honey, it's gonna be fine. And I was like, thank you so much. And I'm just still crying so much at this point. It's all a blur from there, but I remember I had some family members finally show up, because apparently it was my aunt who was supposed to pick me up, but she forgot. So then my great-grandmother showed up with my sister and my other aunt, who's only 2 years older than me. And I'm rushed to the ER. We get to the ER. I'm a little kid, so I get kind of pushed through to the front of the line. We get to the back, and I meet a real nice doctor. He's very nice, very concerned about me, wondering how everything's going, how my day at school was. Like, he's like, hey, buddy, this is going to be over real quick. You're a big, strong boy. You can obviously, you can make it. I said, all right. And obviously what they're going to want to do first is clean out the wound, being a dog bite. So he gets a bottle of antiseptic. And he says, hey, this is going to sting a little, buddy, but it's only going to feel like a mosquito bite. I said, I'm big and strong. I can take it. Mind you, there's a crater in my face, and he just poured a puddle of antiseptic into my face, and he was a liar. A big fat liar of a doctor, because he said mosquito bite. It felt like ants. It felt like ants were eating away and crawling in my face. It was excruciating pain, and my grandmother, my aunt, and my sister, as well as the doctor, all had to hold me down because I was thrashing. It hurt so much. And like once that subsided, he was like, all right, we're gonna have to put stitches in. I believe I got 3 or 4 across the right side of my face. And he's like, all right, that looks like it's good to go. And it was a decent size like stitch on my face, because I'm 5, my face is kind of small, and people are worried about scarring, but I didn't really care at the time. I showed up to class the next day, and I was like the coolest, baddest 5-year-old on the planet, because I was like a little scar face, just massive stitches on my face. And over time it healed, and I got them taken out, and that scar kind of stayed on my face for a while. It's actually still years, like almost 2 decades later, it's still there. It's a pretty prominent scar, but I think it adds character to me, and I think scars are kind of fun, and they're fun to tell stories about, such as the face feast. Thanks everyone for watching another video on the recount run through. If you enjoyed, feel free to drop a like, and perhaps even possibly maybe subscribe to the channel if you'd like more of this content. Knowing that, I hope you all have a fantastic day.